Tonight on Primary News with the Pine Beach News Team, we will see what each grade level is doing and some upcoming events.
And also we have a look at the new teachers that joined Pine Beach this year. Primary News will start in 2 minutes.
What's it like when you hear your calling? Will you ignore it? Or will you listen? What if it calls you to go halfway around the world? To serve people you've never met? What will you do when you hear your calling? Peace Corps, life is calling. How far will you go?
Happy Halloween and welcome to Primary News. This is the Pine Beach edition. I'm Abby.
And I'm Grace, and we are hosts. Later on tonight, we will take a look at an interview with our administrators, some curriculum, news, and tech talk.
So far this year, we have had some very exciting things happening at our school. But first of all, let's welcome our new staff members.
In kindergarten, we would like to welcome back Mrs. Dabari. She is temporarily filling in for Mrs. Acker, who had a baby boy. Miss Dabari says that she loves seeing the students' smiles and teaching kindergartners new things. She thinks teaching is very exciting and fun.
In second grade, we would like to welcome Mrs. Covert. She is a lot of fun in class and truly enjoys being at Pine Beach.
In fifth grade, we are happy to have Mrs. Badajos. She is a student teaching with Mrs. Ward. She loves teaching the older kids, and her favorite subject to teach is math.
Although we are sad that Mr. Degnan retired, we are very happy to welcome back Mr. Roma. He says he likes working in our school because it has a great group of students and teachers. He also says that he loves watching the kindergartners learn how to skip, gallop, and jump.
Mrs. Luderin has been teaching for 3 years, but just started teaching third grade at Pine Beach. This September, her class is working on multiplication and division fact families, but her favorite subject to teach is reading.
We also have new 2 basic skills teachers here at Pine Beach, Mrs. Caprell and Miss Gallo. Mrs. Caprell says she likes it when kids smile after they learn. She also likes that Pine Beach students work together and cooperate. Her favorite subject to teach is math.
We are super excited to have Miss Gallo return to our school. She loves to teach at Pine Beach because of the students and all the fun things we do like prep rallies, chorus, fitness fun day, and more. Her favorite subject to teach is math. Miss Gallo works with first, second, and third grade students.
Next, we would like to welcome our new special ed teacher, Mrs. Daly. We are happy to have her here because she is super nice.
Finally, we would like to introduce Mrs. Bridger. She joined the Pine Beach team this year and teaches speech classes.
This is going to be an awesome year with all these new wonderful teachers. Now let's check out Matt and Elise interviewing our principal, Mrs. Tutzauer, and our supervisor, Mrs. Jovanis.
How long have you been at Pine Beach Elementary?
I've been at Pine Beach Elementary School for 8 years, and it's the best place to be.
I too have been at Pine Beach Elementary for 8 years now. Actually, Mrs. Tutzauer and I started together 8 years ago, and it is a wonderful place to be.
Why did you want to work at Pine Beach?
Well, I mean, really, who wouldn't want to work at Pine Beach? It's a great little community, great little school with wonderful people working inside and a lot of excellent students. It really is a wonderful place to be, and I'm happy to be here.
I don't know if you know this, but I actually went to Pine Beach Elementary School, and therefore I would not want to work anywhere but Pine Beach Elementary School because I always heard really awesome things about our school, and I really enjoy working in a small school because you really get to know the teachers, the students, and all of the parents.
What do you like to do outside of school?
Let's see, outside of school, I love spending time with my family and friends, and I love to travel and go to the beach.
I love spending time with my family as well, and I love doing anything outdoors, especially in the summertime activities. The beach is one of my favorite places to be.
Was being a principal your first job? Please tell me about it.
No, it definitely was not my first job. I am the vice principal or supervisor here, and I started out with being a teacher at Intermediate East, and I taught for several years before I became supervisor here, and it is a really great experience. I get a lot of good special time with a lot of special students and teachers, and I love it.
I also was a teacher, and I started teaching at Westover Elementary, and I taught 2nd grade and 5th grade. And from there, I was a teacher at Sitta Elementary, and I taught 5th and 6th grade at Sitta Elementary, and 4th grade at Sitta Elementary. And I was a supervisor of instruction or vice principal at Beechwood Elementary before coming to Pine Beach.
What did you like to do as a kid and why?
Say it again.
What did you like to do as a kid and why?
What do I like to do with a kid and why? Oh, as a kid. Oh, okay. So as a kid, I loved to play school. I used to play school all the time in my basement, and I like to go out and ride my bike and have fun with the neighborhood kids.
As a kid, I liked to do anything creative. I was very much into the arts and painting and drawing and doing collage work and clay, and I also like being outdoors, and I even liked to run as a young kid as well.
What was your favorite book? Please tell me about it.
That's a hard one. There's a lot of favorite books that I have. One being an adult book called The Glass Castle, which I really enjoy. One of my favorite children's book series is The Magic School Bus. I think it's a really educational read, and I read that to my little guy every night.
Well, I have to say my favorite book, and Mrs. Javanis and I have talked about this often, my favorite book is also The Glass Castle, just like Mrs. Javanis. And I would have to say my favorite children's book is Chrysanthemum, which we actually read to a lot of our students the other day and talked about the importance of being nice to each other during Respect Week.
And what was your favorite sport and why?
My favorite sport growing up was definitely tennis. I enjoyed playing tennis not only in high school as on the tennis team, but I also enjoyed playing with my friends. And my husband and I continue to play now, and we are teaching our little girl how to play tennis as well. And it's a great sport that all you need basically is a racket and some balls, and you can play anywhere. Anywhere you go, whether you're on vacation or if you see a tennis court while you're out and about, you can play, or all you need is a wall. We often come over to the school and hit the ball against the wall as well. So basically all you need is a racket and some balls, so it's a pretty inexpensive sport as well.
I would say my favorite sport is running. I enjoy running when I can, and much like what Mrs. Totzauer was saying, you can do it anywhere. You don't need much but a pair of sneakers, so it's a really easy sport to keep up with. I've been running for a long time, and I hope to continue running for many, many years to come.
What was your favorite food? Please tell us about it.
I tend to like different types of food. I like Thai food. I like a lot of Mexican or Spanish foods. Empanadas are one of my favorite things to eat. You can eat them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They're delicious any time of the day. That's why I like them the best.
I have to say I'm very picky, so I'm a very picky eater. Mrs. Gervanis will attest to that. She knows that. But anything Italian is my absolute favorite.
And how long have you two been working together?
We have been working together for 8 years, which is really nice that we started together, and we hope to be together for a very long time.
Perhaps we'll have our last year together. But 8 years has gone really well so far.
What was your favorite subject in school and why?
For me, that would definitely have to be art. I really was into art as a child, and it's still a big part of my life now. But I also enjoyed gym class. That was a lot of fun for me, especially at the elementary level.
I would have to say social studies because I loved learning about the world and learning about different places and maps and different kinds of cultures. But I would also say reading because I enjoy reading and I enjoy reading learning about different genres but I would have to say number one would probably be social studies.
Wow, we are so lucky to have such a great administrating office at Pine Beach. It's such a great place to be.
You're right, Grace, but it's time for a short break. Coming up afterwards, we look at what the grade levels are doing this year. Primary News will be right back after this.
I knew I needed help paying for college. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I used to make worksheets for my friends to do. No one ever wanted to come over. My guidance counselor told me about federal student aid, and my mom helped me fill out the free application. I got the grants and loans that made school possible. There is a way to pay for school. You just have to find it. My name is Caitlin. I'm going to be a special education teacher. I'm going to live my dream.
Primary News. I'm Abby.
And I'm Grace. Let's move on to our grade level news. All work hard at Pine Beach Elementary.
Well, it's been an exciting year. It's been exciting this year at Pine Beach with full-day kindergarten. There is a huge impact on the students since they are here longer, but there's also a lot more activities.
That's right, Abby. The kindergartners are participating in centers, workshops, and hands-on discoveries. The students are learning math, reading, and writing workshop and sight words.
I'm so impressed with those kindergartners, Grace, but they are already counting and learning their letters and sounds. They are also trying to fill in the word wall.
Next up are our fabulous first graders. They're working hard learning how to read, write, and spell. In math, they have been introduced to money, time, addition, and subtraction, and solving number stories.
The super smart second graders are learning many different things. In science, the students are discovering all about matter. They are also participating in experiments and determining the difference between a solid, liquid, and gas. They are also visualizing and learning how to spot key details. Well, it sure looks like Pine Beach is exciting these days. It is time for our break.
After the break, we see how the rest of the students at Pine Beach are doing their best. We will be right back.
How far would you go to help someone? Would you go to the end of your driveway? Would you cross a street? Would you cross an ocean? Would you go if you could use your knowledge to teach someone? And in the process, maybe learn something yourself. Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps.
Welcome back to Primary News with the Pine Beach News team. Now let's take a look at how the other grade levels are doing.
Next, let's check out the thinking third graders. The students are learning elapsed time and rounding and finding differences in telling time to the nearest minute. They just read My Father's Dragon and learned how to visualize and make predictions. Using text, the third graders just completed the personal narratives and are learning about communities and social studies.
So what's going on with the fun fourth graders? The fourth grade students are writing personal narratives and learning how to choose a good topic.
Finally, let's talk about our fantastic fifth graders. Well, let me tell you, there is no time to be bored in the fifth grade. Here at Pine Beach, the fifth graders are writing a paragraph that has a topic and a focus. In science, we are learning about germs, and in social studies, all about the Constitution. Let's also mention how in math we are finding area and volume of 2 and 3 dimensional shapes.
Also in the fifth grade, the students are learning about notice and notes and reading and how to take note on contrast and contradictions, aha moment, tough question, again and again, words of the wiser, and memory moment. Now, let's have a look at Ava and Paige with the Curriculum Corner.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Paige, and we are fifth graders at Pine Beach Elementary School.
Today we are going to talk to you about what the fifth graders are learning. The fifth graders are learning a lot of new things, but let's narrow it down to just 2.
Reading and writing are 2 of the most important subjects we are learning about.
So we are going to talk to you about ELA. Let's get started. In reading, the fifth graders are learning a lot of new material. So far, we have learned 6 different signposts. In case you are wondering what signposts are, they are questions that you ask yourselves when you're reading. The signposts we are learning are contrast and contradiction, aha moment, again and again, memory moment, words of the wiser, and tough questions.
Let's use aha moment for example. The question we have to ask ourselves for aha moment is, how might this change things? Then when we find the signpost, we write a short paragraph answering the question.
We also are doing independent reading. Ways we use signposts in independent reading are when we find a signpost, we put the signpost we found on a sticky note along with the page number. Sometimes when you're reading, it's hard to find a signpost right away. That's why you have to red light read.
Red light reading is when you cautiously read to look for signposts that you come across. One way it's important is so you don't miss anything good in the book.
We are looking forward to reading some awesome books this year with our teachers and classmates.
Writing is also very important. Correct grammar is the key. We are learning the right way to form paragraphs, which will then lead to writing essays. In middle school and high school, we will be writing entire papers, so we are learning the stepping stones in elementary school to be successful writers in the future.
For example, during Respect Week, we wrote paragraphs explaining how to respect ourselves, other people, and things. Writing is very important because it helps you with every other subject. We write open-ended questions in our test in every subject, including math and health.
In conclusion, we hoped you learned a lot about what the fifth graders are learning so far. Reading and writing are very important for everybody, kids and adults, so make sure you are reading every night at home.
Our fifth grade teachers taught us a lot, and they will continue to do that throughout the year. I hope you've enjoyed what we've taught you as much as we enjoyed learning it. Bye.
Great job, Ava and Paige. Signposts are really cool.
In addition to our grade level, the grade level teachers, we have a lot of exciting things going on in our special area subjects.
Well, it sure looks like Pine Beach is a place that is fun and educational. It is time for us to take our break.
After the break, we will see how the rest of the students at Primary News at Pine Beach are doing their best. We will be right back.
Something's happening to the polar bear. Arctic sea ice is melting away. 2/3 of the world's polar bears will be gone by 2050, and the entire species could be extinct by the end of the century. Go to SaveThePolarBear.org today.
Welcome back to Primary News. I'm Abby. Now let's take a look at what's happening in our special area classes.
In physical education class, we are learning the correct way to throw a ball. You should throw with the hand you write with and step out with the opposite foot.
Check out this awesome mural Mrs. Beverly painted over the summer. We are so lucky to have her as our teacher. Not only is she extremely talented, but also has a lot of fun. Right now, we are learning about all about patterns. We are studying the artist M.C. Esker and are creating and painting tessellations.
Next, let's check out our Spanish classes. The students are discussing the Day of the Dead, which is a holiday in Mexico. Also, 5th graders are learning time. For the 4th graders are learning the fruits and vegetables. And in 3rd grade, they are studying Los Tres Osos, also known as the Three Little Bears.
In music class, the students are playing scales on the xylophone and are learning about music from other lands.
How about a health lesson? In our health classes, the students are discovering about bones and teeth. We are talking about healthy foods that should be part of our lifestyle. As children, we need to take care of our bodies.
There are many exciting things happening in the media classes at Pine Beach. Not only have the students been learning about fiction and nonfiction books, they are also learning about authors and illustrators.
Pine Beach was very lucky to have an author visit us, Lillian Stulich, who is also a teacher at Intermediate South, and Kevin McCormick wrote a delightful book called Host a Little Ghost and the Story of the Mystical Mums. The illustrator Bill Dishon is also a teacher in the district.
Now let's talk music. The 4th and 5th graders in Miss Caratini's class and Miss Hull's class, instrumental music classes, are learning about rhythms, fingerings, and how to read notes on a staff. The band, orchestra, and choruses have been practicing early morning so they'll be ready for the show.
Do you know about the land of Narnia? The students in Language Arts Omni do. They are currently reading the book Magnificent's Nephew and discovering a whole new world.
In General Omni, the 4th and 5th graders are learning about global sustainability. They are incorporating the engineering design process into weekly activities and having a blast doing so.
Let's not forget about our technology classes. At the Pine Beach, the students are working on the Chromebooks and creating acoustic poems in Google Docs. Our finished products were hung in the gymnasium to welcome our visiting author.
Speaking of technology, check out Liliana and Aiden with Tech Talk. They are going to teach us all about Google Slides.
Hello and welcome to Tech Talk. My name is Liliana. And I'm Aiden. And we're going to show you how to use Google Slides to make a presentation. First and foremost, you need to rename your slide. You click on Untitled Presentation and type in your topic. Then you can add a theme. So you click on theme and you pick your favorite. And you can scroll down. And then for that presentation is your default theme.
Now you can add your title. You click to add title and type in your topic. Then you can click to add subtitle, and you can type in your name so everyone knows who the presentation is written by. Now you can add a slide. You click on the plus sign in the top left corner, and now you can click on the two text boxes and type in your topic and what you want to write about it.
Then to finish your slide, you can click on the what looks like mountain icon, and you can add an image. Then you click on search, and you can type in your topic. In order to add a image, you can click on news, and then we'll click on your picture, and then click on select. Then it automatically pops up. You can grab the corner and you can shrink it, and if you click on it, then you can move it around.
Finally, you're ready to present your first presentation. You click on the arrow next to present and click on present from beginning. Now you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard or click to change the sides. Thanks for watching us at Tech Talk.
What a great lesson. Thank you, Lily and Aiden. I can't wait to try it out myself.
Well, that just wraps up tonight's show. Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it to Interschool Mail to the TV studio at High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune in TV21 throughout the day to catch this show, as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show. For Primary News, I'm Abby.
And I'm Grace. Have a happy and safe Halloween. Good night.